Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 2019 love reading for you. Now, it is an absolute pleasure to be reading for you guys, and I'm so glad you have stopped by. So let's see, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what October 2019 has in store for you. Virgo, October 2019, love. Virgo, October 2019, love. Virgo, October 2019, love. Ooh, goodness. Okay, fantastic. I'm so glad they didn't fall on the floor. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. Oh, that's beautiful. At the heart of everything is the Two of Cups. Can you think of a better place for it? I can't. The Eight of Wands is crowning you. The Universe. The Devil card. The Five of Swords. The Lovers. Oh, leading into the Devil. That's a very emotional, very intuitive combination. Okay, seriously. And then the Moon. Oh, that's beautiful. Then we have the Two of Swords. The Ace of Swords. And the Seven of Swords. Okay, so with the Five of Swords here at your root, know that your mind is going to be playing, oh my goodness, you can't see that, is going to be playing a huge part in your connection with love. And I know you might be thinking, well, why wouldn't it play a huge part in my connection with love? Sometimes the mind doesn't. Sometimes you just go and you say the heart wants what the heart wants. But reason is going to be very important to you during this time. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Virgo, October 2019, love. Virgo, October 2019, love. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Serenity. Oh, and love, that's beautiful. You need a peaceful love, and that's what you're going to be obtaining. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Everything just fell. Okay. This card here, which is nurture, and this card here, which is serenity. You have two serenities. Now, since this was upside down before, it can very well mean that for a lot of you, peace, it seems to be hard to get the peace that you want within your life right now. Okay? Things can be overwhelming. There's a lot of questions, doubts, fears, apprehensions. Now is the time to embrace where you want to be, what you desire and need within your life. Right? We're starting off with nurture. And this says, nurturing your inner child supplies you with the innocent joy of living. Nurture your inner self. And when it says nurture your inner child, so many times we forget to remember our past, to remember when we were small. In love, if you can sit there and look at the child that you were when you were 8, and just in your mind's eye, give that child a big hug and say you're okay, you did really well. That can take, and that will take, an emotional weight off of you. That is highly empowering as you move forward. The color that shines through here is green. That's healing and cleansing your heart chakra. Then we have serenity. A spirit of serenity brings a calmness to the connectivity of all that is, coming to the relationships that you are in, whether it be romantic relationships or just personal relationships in general, with a sense of calm and peace. Because again, this did come up upside down, which can mean that in October, the peace that you truly desire can sometimes feel out of reach when it comes to love. So making sure you check in with you. We are emotional beings that just can't be helped. I know we want to think that we are reason and logic and so much more than our emotions. But if you boil human beings down, we are emotions. And those emotions, your emotions, are going to be playing such a part in October. So having that sense of peace, but also having that sense of love around you is going to be highly empowering. The color that shines through here is orange. That's healing and cleansing your sacral chakra, which is where a lot of negativity from this life and past lives are held. Then we have serenity, and I love her wings. It says, embrace serenity's refreshing, peaceful energy vibration. Try to live in a place of peace. And I know that's so easy to say, and yet, life throws things at you left and right, and it's overwhelming and it's anxiety riddled, and it's, it can make you so angry. But here, especially in October, you will be rewarded with blessings in love if you can keep peace and serenity at your center and use your tremendous capacity for love, Virgo, as your North Star. Love is the base essence of our being, devoid of all pride and fear. Embrace love, and don't be afraid of it. At your heart is love, the Two of Cups. This is the angels blessing you. This is healing coming in. It's that beautiful connection of love, and you have here fragility. Okay, the fragility of life in general with the dogwood blossoms, the fragility of the human spirit, and knowing how important it is to feel loved, needed, wanted, cherished. Then you have the Ace of Swords. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of knowledge, handing you a gift of understanding. You're cutting through doubts and fears. You're knowing where you stand. Now, I don't have you taking this gift quite yet, but I do have it permeating the root and the head of this reading. So know that the inspiration that comes your way, the little kind of Jimmy Cricket voice that's around you, your conscience, there we go, I can say that word, your conscience being your guide, is going to be so important to you. This is divinity handing a gift to you, the universe, God, source, however you want to say it, handing a gift to you that says you are smarter, you are wiser, meaning you have learned from past mistakes. You are more driven than ever before to have the love that you want within your life, to have the angels blessing you, to have the healing coming in, to have the balance moving you forward. There's a keenness to your mind. You need to connect with somebody, mind, body, and spirit. If you're already in a relationship, this is saying that connection needs to be strengthened between the two of you. Not that it's not already great, but that it will be sublime. It will be perfect if you guys strengthen things, if you guys really connect with each other. Because at your head, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is change. Change is coming in. Why? Because you're at the crossroads. You're at the crossroads to where you want to be, to what it is that you desire. The Eight of Wands is saying everything is changing. And you see everything changing, and you step back. You embrace your majesty, your thoughts of yourself. And as you do so, you will find that you're able to understand things a bit better. You're able to look at the change that's coming in and say, oh, I get that. I see that. I understand that. And that's going to be very important for you. But you can't go with it. Well, you can. You could do whatever it is that you like. But Spirit is very well saying here, do not run with the change right away. Take it in. Look at it. Because when it comes to love, if you have somebody come in who just sweeps you off your feet, it's a whirlwind romance. You had never thought anything could be this good. The disappointment can be tremendous after that. So for those of you who are single, right, make sure that you are guarding yourself against somebody who's using your better nature against you. Because you're at a crossroads. This means, to me, when I see this, especially in a love reading, you are at the road of choosing a fantastic love, of a great love. And you're at the crossroads. Do I choose me? Meaning, do I choose the person who will be with me from life to death? Do I choose the person who will always stand by me and love me and nurture me? And that's yourself. Or do I choose to give in to what everybody else is saying, what everybody else thinks I should have, what everybody else in the world kind of, what you read in Cosmo magazine or, wherever, where they say, oh, this is the perfect this and this is the perfect that. There's no such thing as perfection. Perfection is a lie. The only thing perfect about us human beings is our soul. And who goes around saying, oh my gosh, I just love the soul in that person? That's not what people usually say about anybody. Here, you're at a crossroads. Things are going to be coming at you fast. Use yourself as a North Star because your love is going to be guiding you like nothing else. Because here, you not only have the Two of Cups, but you have the Lover's card. Love is a part of October for you. Love is a guiding part. It is a breathtaking part. And at your root, it is a part that you have fought for. Why? Because we have the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. The Five of Swords, yeah, that's how you feel. You're like, oh my gosh, not this again. And it can be something big, but it can be something really small. where you think, oh my gosh, I can't believe we are having a conversation about you loading the dishwasher. I do not always need to be the one who loads the dishwasher. Something that's relatively insignificant when it comes to the greater scheme of life. Here, you're going to be like, oh no, not again. So for those of you who are single, you might find that an ex comes into your life. And it's not the ex that you want to see. It's not the one that you're going, oh my gosh, please, please, please let it be this person. It is an ex that you thought, oh. And that's how it's going to feel if you try to rekindle anything with them. It can also be, you meet somebody and they have the same personality traits and you're like gritting your teeth because that's what Spirit just had me do. It's like they remind you of somebody you have been out with before. And you're like, why? Why am I doing this? Why am I even here? I do not want this cup of coffee. I should leave. That's the type of mentality that's going to go on. Now, if you're in a relationship, the Five of Swords is saying that there is something that's going to come up. And now most likely this is karmic, right? For a lot of you, whether you're in a relationship or not, Five of Swords for me represents something karmic that still needs to be learned, a lesson that's coming back, that's kind of boomeranging back at you. If this is with your partner, and if this isn't just something that happens within yourself, within your soul, where you go, oh my gosh, not this again. But if this frustration is with you and your partner over an argument, as I said before, with the dishwasher, that you were just, it means so much more than just simply the dishwasher. No, here you guys need to talk. Because the swords represent the mind. And right here, you guys are heading in the same direction. You're victorious. But if you don't have these conversations, if you don't talk about what's bothering you, especially in October where you're going to be highly in tune with what you love and with those you love, this could rip you apart. It really can. It can become a wound that just builds and builds and builds. With the Seven of Swords, you are taking all you know and all you understand and you're moving forward. You have here the angels helping you, guiding you, and you have here something that you're leaving behind. It's like, enough is enough. I'm done. I'm done. So at your root, you're really making mental choices for yourself. You're really making choices that define where you are standing and where you are heading. You have a repeat of the number 2. Communication is going to be highly important. This is also a couple number. So that connection that you have with your partner is going to be so important. And if you're not in a romantic relationship, the connection that you have with the people around you that you love, that is going to be what builds you up. But you also have to listen to what you want, what you need, and what your soul desires. Because as we have the Lovers and the Devil coming together, and you might think, oh my gosh, this is polar opposites. This is saying that there is going to be a need to keep your emotions in check because your emotions are going to be right at the surface. So here, you have the angels blessing you, Virgo. You have a duality of your intention. There is a sense here. You have a strong, okay, so I'm just going to put this down for a minute. You have a strong Gemini, Capricorn, and Pisces presence, all connected to love, right? I'm leaning towards a Gemini because of all the swords that you have here, that you might very well be having a bit of a difficulty with somebody who you can't really get an idea of where they stand and what they want. So communication for you with a Gemini is going to be highly important. Even if this is just, this Spirit is saying this is somebody in your life that you have a relationship with. It doesn't have to be a lover. It can just be somebody you have a relationship with. So needing to clear the air with them and needing to talk and get on the same page is going to be very important for you, right? There's a strong connection I see here to a Pisces energy because of the cups, right? So that Pisces energy is very strong here, but you also have with the Pisces, Gemini, Capricorn sense is that this is a powerful combination of emotions. Gemini seeing all sides of the story, Capricorn being very grounded, very down to earth, but can get to be way too stubborn. And then the Pisces energy, open heart, open mind, but can be ruled by fear. Gemini ruled by people pleasing. So what this can be telling you, Virgo, is do not be a people pleaser. Do not get yourself too rooted in what you think you want. Open yourself up to what once may have made you frightened, and that could very well be love. Open yourself up to love, because the angels are blessing you. You have a duality of spirit coming in. The person that you are going to meet calls to all sides of you. And your partner, if you're in a relationship, this is calling to the different side of them. This is rekindling the passion that you guys had when you first met. And this is breaking away the chains of what everybody thought you should be and what everybody thought you should do with the Capricorn presence. Now, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, this is the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is a devil with the chains, holding the chains of a naked woman and a naked man. I see that as being chained to addiction, being chained to the past, being chained to what society wants you to do. Here, you're breaking free from that. And you are living in your truth, in your power, in what you want, and what you desire to understand. So when it comes to love, you might have always been heading down one direction, thinking, oh, I can only be with a person if they're this certain way. Don't limit yourself at all. You're going to see something breathtaking take place. And that's going to be that you free yourself from societal norms, from what everybody wants you to do, and you just simply start embracing you. The angels fiercely bless you. Okay, they fiercely guard you. There's light within the darkness. There's a sense here that as you embrace your emotional truth, as you embrace the sensitivity of your heart and the serenity of your spirit, God's Source Spirit blesses you with a keen sense of understanding, and you walk away from something that no longer fits. The moon is opening up new ideas to you. The moon card is a Pisces energy. This is a time frame of February 19th to March 20th. Now we have the Capricorn time frame, which is December 22nd to January 19th, and the Gemini time frame of May 21st to June 20th. Something from the Gemini time frame, you might very well be coming into balance with it now. It might have kind of knocked you off your path. But here, I see this as 2020, and I see the Capricorn time frame as going into 2020. It's kind of like saying no more. I'm leaving behind my addictions. I'm leaving behind my pains, my sorrows. Not that they will not always define you, but they don't always have to be the first things that define you. And when I say addictions, I don't just mean drugs and alcohol and sex and eating and everything else that you can think of that, is a normal addiction. I'm seeing this as people pleasing. I'm seeing this as being too hard on yourself. I'm seeing this as, being afraid. This is anything that keeps you from living your truth in your power and keeps you from having that connection of love that you truly want. You're spreading your wings, you're flying. You're going to find that at night you have more of an understanding of what you want and where you want to be. I would suggest keeping a journal by you. I love kind of my phone journal, just writing down and things that come to me, inspirational things, or it doesn't have to be inspirational. It can be, I really want a partner who does this, and I really want a person in my life like that, and you write it down, and you start to formulate the person that you want within your life as you soar. The doors of the world, of the universe, are opening up to you. You become this incorporeal being of snow and of air. You take flight, and you move forward. This is all about you taking flight. As you look at the crossroads, and you choose your love, your happiness, your joy, and you have an understanding of self coming forward. Because here you have the Two of Swords leading into the world. So you're at a crossroads, you choose endless possibility, you choose yourself. And that brings you love. Because you're not compromising you, you're not letting go of you. And you have here that Gemini energy coming in, which is going to be your best friend and at times your biggest frustration in October. That's really what I'm seeing it here as. The angels bless you. There's passion that surrounds you. Love is your North Star. Follow it to your dreams. Love is your North Star. Follow it to your truth. Because you're letting go of pains, disappointments, angers that have defined you for so long that you're like, oh no, not again. And you're moving towards a place that mentally fits you so much better. And that brings you to that place of true understanding as you let go of the fear, as you embrace your heart's truth, as you shed the chains and say, this is my time. You move forward bravely and boldly. Your subconscious message, 5 of Cups. Okay, look at this. At your heart of this whole entire reading is the 2 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is looking at the 3 spilt clubs. This 3 spilt cups. There we go, cups. Like wine on the ground. Turn around. You have the 2 of cups standing behind you. That's love. That's commitment. That's joy. That's happiness. Don't look and keep on focusing on the 3 cups of sorrow, pain, disappointment. Change your mind, change your life. Subconsciously, you are doing a shift. And that's why love has to be your North Star. Because it will be too easy, especially for you, Virgo. You are the caretaker. You are the compassionate one. All right? And I know a lot of Virgos don't want to hear that you're the caretaker because it makes you feel like you're always the one giving and never the one receiving. That's not true at all. It means that your heart is so open and you care so much that the pains and the hurts and the sorrows that you have been through can just define you instead of turning around and seeing the love that waits for you, because that's what wants to define you. And that is going to be your greatest blessing, to have love define your life. All right, Virgo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. It is always a pleasure reading for you. May harmony always be with you. Bye.